morning, happy Friday. I am unpacking all of my stuff right now. I went to Dollar Tree yesterday and I was gonna show you guys what I got because I found some, not a ton of fun stuff, but I did get some stuff. Let me grab my bag. Okay, whew. Let's tilt this up. That's kind of dark, but we'll make it work. All right, so quickly, I got 4 more of these. So I bought, if you've like seen any of the other Dollar Tree hauls that I've done, I bought 2 of these, and I was thinking I would figure out what I would do with them. And I figured out it would be good to use in my like reading groups or in my math groups if it's something that I want everyone to use, and I can stick it in here, and it's a little bit quicker and just like easier than like higher quality than the like clear plastic sleeve things, which I usually use those, but I feel like those get like wrinkled up and like ruined pretty quick. So I thought this would be easier, so I grabbed 4 more because then I figured out I could use them for that. And I only had 2, so I've never been able to use them for that. But I grabbed 4 more so that I have a 6, because most of my reading groups, the most I have is 6. Math groups is not the same, which I should have grabbed more, but oh well. So I got 4 of those. I got one of these. I saw these and I thought this would be perfect for, I end up with stuff like this, just like random copies of things that I like find on TPT that I'm like, oh, that'd be a good idea to use for, you know, whatever. And then I just like run copies of, or like make copies of things at home, and it's like sometimes I use it, sometimes I never use it. But I thought it would be kind of good if I got this, because then I could keep the copies of things kind of organized a little bit better. So what happens is I end up with a pile of things on my desk or in a basket, and then I never end up finding it again, and then a lot of times I don't end up using it because of the fact that I couldn't find it, or I just like forgot I had it. So this has 4 like folder things, and they're both sides. So I think I'm gonna label it like ELA, math, like ELD, and then other, and then I can just throw like masters of things that I don't want to forget that I have, and then it all stays like in one place pretty nicely. I think I don't know, I think it's gonna work pretty well for me, and then I can easily also like throw this in my backpack, and then the papers aren't gonna get ruined and everything like that. So I also like kind of that it has these like holes so you can see the tabs, which is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. And then I also grabbed a couple like candy things or snacky things for my snack box. So I grabbed some peanut butter, like sandwich crackers. I grabbed some Smarties. I grabbed some suckers. There was 30 in a pack. They had all their Halloween candy out, so it was pretty cheap. Or, well, it's $1 every time, but they had a lot of their candy out, so they had more of a selection. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I grabbed some of the cheese with cheese, like filling crackers. And then I also got some of these vampire teeth in the Halloween section. I thought I could throw these in my treasure box. I remember getting these before and the kids really liked them. And there's 12 in there for $1. I grabbed some Play-Doh for my treasure box. These have 8 in them, so they're a pretty good deal for obviously $1. And then I grabbed another one of these just because we use ours so much that I thought maybe it would be kind of nice to have 2, because then I could possibly like create an academic game out of it. I haven't done that yet just because I only have 1, and it'd be like every kid trying to play with 1, it would just be a mess. So I just picked up another one. And then I grabbed, oh, I forgot I got these. I got the little googly eye things for my reading groups. I thought that would be kind of fun to do little reading stuff. So I'll put those in my other thing. And then the last thing I got was just another pack of sharpeners. We go through these so quick, but I like using them, or I like having them available, because one, my pencil sharpener does not work. I'm pretty sure summer school broke my pencil sharpener. There's something like lodged in it, and I used to have a student last year who would always come in and help me like with anything I needed like that, because they were in the classroom next door, and I'd always be like, hey, will you come help me like undo this pencil sharpener like thing that's inside of it? And they would always come help me, but obviously they're not next door anymore because they're in a new grade. But where was I going with that? Oh, I like these because then the kids can just sharpen their pencil and it's quiet. And these, I mean, I get 12 of them for $1. So every time I go, I just pick up a new pack because we go through them pretty quick. They end up lost or they end up broken or they just lose their sharpness. So I did get those. And that is all I got. So I'm going to put this pile of stuff away, and I have a meeting in about 20-ish minutes. So I have a little bit of time to make sure everything's ready for today. I'm pretty sure it's all good, but oh, I need to make copies of something. That just reminded me. I also made copies this morning of all their assessments. I was passing them back after I marked them off in my book, but then I realized like I'm not gonna have any data if I like send everything home, and then it's easier if I just kind of like keep track and like keep a copy of their assessment so I have it on file too. So when parent conferences come around or anything like that, because everything we're doing is like pretty much been on paper, it's not digital, at least like the parents are seeing it then, but then like I have no like proof of anything. So I went through and I just made one single copy of all their assessments, and then I'm going to hand back and let them fill in goals on their goal sheet today. I started that yesterday, so some of the papers did get sent home, but at least I kind of know now, and I caught it early enough to make sure that I do that. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. I have my I have my perfect attendance lunch after school today, so I'm going to go to that, come back, and then work. I might stay late again just to get stuff done. I have my birthday party and my brother's birthday party tomorrow at my parents' house. We're doing like a friend party of just like family friends and stuff. And what else is going on? I think that's it. My birthday's not for like another 2 weeks, but my brother's birthday's actually tomorrow, and that was just the weekend we chose to do it. So yeah, that's what I have ahead. All right, let's go work. Hello, it's after school. It's 4:20. I feel like that's like the same time every day that I get back on the camera. My room is a disaster right now. I just got back recently. I got back at like 3:45 from the lunch that we went to. I actually won a gift card. Your ticket would get called, and then you would get to go like spin the wheel, and if you spun it on like a 15, there was like a 20 and then a 50, or 15, 25, 15, 25, or 50, and then you would get to pick a gift card worth that much, and I spun the 50. So there was at Home Depot, Best Buy, or Marshall's, and obviously I picked Marshall's. But super exciting that I got that, because then it was like worth the trip over there. So what is that on the carpet? I have no idea. It looks like dirt or something. Anyway, I just got so sidetracked. I just finished hanging up their writings from today. You guys, these turned out so stinking good. Like, I don't want to zoom in or anything because I don't want like student names shown, but oh my goodness, like they did such a good job on the writing. Like for the first writing of the year, I'm so proud of them. And every single person, I only had one student absent today, every single person like finished their picture, finished it like to the full capability that they could. They turned out amazing. I have two over here that I'm fixing the push pins on, because I don't know why my push pins always come off of the clothespins, so it's so annoying, but I don't want to redo that wall. So anyway, my room is still a mess. I need to clean the tables. I need to like wipe everything down. Today overall was a pretty good day. I did writing all morning with them. We did a super quick point of view activity, just whole group, just like teacher led, nothing crazy. I just read like a quick story that was like very, very point of view based. It was like easy to pull out the points of view in the story. And then so we did that, and what else did we do? We had a little bit of quiet time, so I caught up on goal sheets for students who have mastered some of their goals. So they had to color in goals, and oh goodness, what in the world? I had them go onto the computer and do iReady for like 20 minutes. And then after that we did ketchup and pickle time. So I had my students who needed to continue to work on their literacy centers for this week. They worked on that, and then other students got to pick an activity. It wasn't like Fun Friday or anything. They got to pick basically like stuff that could be on the computer that would be like academic, like Get Epic. They could read a book on there, something like that. So that's what we did. And then after lunch, or I had lunch with a couple students, and I played outside with them today because it's Friday. Yeah, then we went home. We had Fun Friday, and that was it. So I need to, I don't know, I'm not going to stay as late as I did last week for sure, but I do want to make sure I have everything kind of like planned out, because I won't have as much time this week to work, and I really don't want to have to work this weekend, so I'm hoping to be able to get most of it done today. So I need to do some planning. I need to I don't really need to like organize, but I just need to like clean. And by clean I mean like actually clean things. I just feel like a few of my kids have been sick, and I just want to make sure I'm like wiping everything down really well. I don't know why this is focusing over there. Like, what is over there? So I'm gonna do some cleaning, finish hanging up those things, clean up just messy things that I have. Why does it keep doing that? What in the world? I don't know what's going on. I might film my classroom tour. I don't know. Once I get it cleaned up, I'll kind of decide if I want to do that or not. We shall see. So I'm gonna go. Okay, so I kind of figured, actually, I literally just thought of this like the second I started talking, like words came out of my mouth and I just like, I don't even know where they were coming from. But I think I'm gonna do like a quick little plan with me type of video for the rest of this vlog today. I'm gonna show you my outfit first, and then I'll do the rest of it like a plan with me, and then I'll just end it off there. So today I'm wearing these little really old, I probably have literally had these since like 9th grade, earrings from, I think they were from Forever 21, long ago. The flies are disgusting. And then I've got on my Elements watch today, and then my normal bracelets. I have on this shirt, which actually I don't think I've ever worn in a video, but I did show it. I got it on the first day of school. It says Teacher Life, and then it has my name on the back of it, and this is from a student actually from this year. They made it for me and gave it to me on the first day of school, so I love this shirt. And then I just have on black skinny jeans, and which they're kind of dirty, I think, from rolling around on the ground, and then my white slip-on leather Vans, which are looking a little bit ratchet. Also, my bug bite, I've literally turned it into a scab, which is good because I keep scratching it and I can't stop. And now that I thought about it, now I need to scratch it again, so I need to stop. All right, so I filmed my classroom tour. That's what I did. Filmed my classroom tour, and right now I'm not going to go into like a super crazy plan with me because I don't even know like what I would say, but I'm just going to show you like kind of how I do my plans. So I have my happy planner. I've got all of my headings labeled up at the top. So I've got ELA, MathWin, reading, which is like my guided reading time / my ELD time. I don't know why my camera does not want to focus today. I've got my math block, ELA win, and then I keep a spot for my objectives. Just like a 2 thing. I think when I go to reprint these the next time, because I only did September, I think I'm going to cut the objectives into just one box and then do a box for my ELD group. So rather than combining it, although I don't really even need to, I don't know, I haven't decided. So anyway, what I do basically is I go through one subject at a time for the entire week, and I just put like super basic. I don't go into detail. I don't like put crazy amount of things. I literally just put like kind of what I want my focus to be. We keep our schedule like the same every single week. So for me, it's like really easy to plan because we don't change up the way we do things or change up the way like things are going in the classroom often. Like it's pretty much on a routine. So like my ELA block is really easy to plan because I know every day we're going to do DLL in the morning. We will do our slideshow. We'll read the story for the week, and then I just have to change like what I'm going to focus on each day. So Monday I plan to focus on like kind of the story structure for the story that we're going to read, which is going to be like who are the characters, what's the setting, kind of what happened in the story. And then the next day I all the same stuff, and then I plan on focusing on point of view. Wednesday I plan or Wednesday's like my music day, so I only have like 30 minutes in the morning. So I do writer's workshop that day, and we're going to be beginning a new writing. So I'm going to do a Time You Were Happy, and we're going to do a brain dump that day, which is our circle map. And then Thursday, same thing, DOL slideshow, listen to the One Fish story. So I'm going to have the lady read it from like the Wonders website. And then we're going to focus on character response that day. And then Friday for ELA, it'll be all writer's workshop in the morning. And then Math Win, I have planned for 2 days. I usually do 2 days at a time, and I kind of see where we're going with it. This is my Win group, so I take other second graders from other classrooms and I teach a certain group of kids. And so I created a worksheet already, and that's what they'll be doing on Monday. So I just kind of go 2 days at a time and just plan like the activity that I'm going to do with them. I only have them for 30 minutes, so I just quickly write down what activity I plan to do. And then for my reading block, I just wrote down ELD and then what my plan is. So Monday I plan on looking at focusing on a picture and like talking about the vocabulary within that picture. What do we see in the picture? Everything like that, just getting them talking. And it'll be a story or a picture from the story we read that week. And then on Tuesday I plan on working on like sequencing a story. So it'll be like little pictures, and they're gonna have to talk about like putting them in order and like how we talk about like first and then next and last, stuff like that. ELD for Wednesday, I plan on doing different types of sentences. So what does it mean to ask a question? And then Thursday, I have a sheet that my partner prints out, so I plan on using that. And then I have 3 reading groups times 15 minutes, 3 reading groups. I don't put my reading group plans in here because this is not enough space. So that's how I do that, super quick. And then for the math, I will go ahead and I'm going to write in that I'm going to do math rotations on Monday, math rotations Tuesday, math rotations Wednesday. And then same thing, I keep my math rotation plans in a different thing because I can't plan for 3 groups within this really small space. So that's why my planner is like really easy to fill out for the week, because a lot of it just stays the same throughout the week, or it's just stuff that I kind of know it to plug in. It's probably kind of pointless to even fill it out really, but it does make me feel better with like the focuses. And especially my Win group. So then Thursday we have library, so I will do iReady, and then I will do for 15 minutes, and then I will do a number talk, and that gives us just enough time, and then we head to the library, and then we go to Win time afterward. So then my ELA Win, my plan is a no paper pencil Monday, so that's going to be just your brain, no paper, no pencil. No pencil Monday, and that just means they're going to have article and they will be reading it, getting the gist, cold read, and then they're going to be working on these questions and talking with their neighbor with these questions. These are DRA style questions, so they'll do that. So DRA style questions with a partner, and they just go back and forth talking, and I'll throw in like other questions too that kind of relate back to things that we're working on. And then Tuesday is going to be, it's Teacher Tuesday, so I will do, and this is the same thing, I only have 30 minutes with these kids, and by the time we sit down it's like 25. So they'll have the article, they'll read it again, it's the same article all week, and then it'll be a teacher written but student driven summary. So it kind of depends on like the article I pick or the story I pick that week, whether it's a somebody wanted but so then, or more of like a first, next, then last. It just, whatever one kind of lends itself better. And then Wednesday will be partner work, and they will do a flow map summary with a partner. I'm trying to get into a routine with that group as well, so that each day of the week we're doing like the same thing each week. That's why I have like Teacher Tuesday, so they know, and then no pencil Monday. It'll be partner work Wednesday, and then Thursday is, we're gonna call it Thoughtful Thursday. I don't know. Thoughtful Thursday. I did change it up this week, but this past week, but I think next week it'll be a independent day, so I can kind of see what they can do. And that will be a written independent summary written, because that's what they'll need to do for the DRA, and all these kids are at the point of a written DRA. So that's that. I'm gonna throw, I don't plan the rest of Friday. I don't plan on Friday until like Thursday night, because I just never know what we're gonna do really, except for writer's workshop. And then my objective next week I throw in here, which is I can identify the point of view in a story and how a character responds to a challenge. And then I don't put my math goals in here. Well, actually I kind of could, I guess. We're all working on 3 digits, so that's my ELA goal. Math, our content objective I have currently as I can put 3-digit numbers into like all the different forms basically. So I can use 3-digit numbers in, I'm just gonna write in here all forms. On the board I have them like listed out, but I don't need it for that myself. So, and each of my groups is actually working on 3 digits. In math, they're all just kind of at different levels within the 3 digits. So some of them are still like practicing like how to build it, how to expand it. And then some of the groups are kind of working more just like with the numbers. I've been putting them in like word problems and forcing the kids to solve the word problem using base 10 blocks, just to show like how useful place value strategies and whatever are. So that is that. So that is all planned, and then I just need to now sit down with I don't need to plan guided reading because I planned too many days last week and I didn't get to it all, so I'm going to use those plans from last week and drag them into next week. And then I'm still kind of only working with like 3 or 4 groups. I need to start working with a couple other groups, so I may need, and those groups are easy to plan for. My like higher readers are easier for me to plan for, because it's a matter of like reading and discussing the story and making connections, and like retelling. That's basically like the bulk of our guided reading group, and because they don't need like the help reading. So my groups that need more help like reading, I have to kind of plan more for, because I need to plan like what our focus is going to be, everything like that. With the guided reading groups that are like higher groups, it's easier to just be like, we're going to focus on the skills that we're already working on in our classroom, which would be like point of view and character responding to a challenge. So that's easy just to put into a guided reading group. So I don't plan as much for those groups as I would my like lower reading groups. So math plans, I'm going to grab that paper and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. So this is the sheet that I started using last week, and I just throw the color groups in here and then quickly like what I plan on doing, and it's more just like what lesson I plan on going over. I don't put like how I'm going to teach it or anything in here. It's just I don't need that. So I will put my pink group, and they're going to be starting on 10-4, which I need to figure out what that lesson is called. Blue. Ooh, that marker works really nice. And green. And let's see, blue group is going to be working, they are finished with the lessons for topic 10, so they're just going to be working on some word problems. So I'm going to need to do word problems, and I force them, like I said, to solve them using their place value strategies, not addition subtraction. So I mean, technically they're solving it with addition subtraction, but we're not like setting it up in an addition problem or subtraction problem. So they're going to do word problems. That will be that station. They're going to do I plan on the game in here as well. So they'll do, I need to look through my games. I'm not going to plan games right now. And then they do iReady. And everyone does iReady math. And that will pretty much be all week probably. I'm just going to find like different word problem sheets for them to use all week, because they've already mastered the skills that we're working on. I'm not ready to move them on further necessarily, but yeah. So they'll be doing word problems all week. Okay, so I'll fill that in a second. And then Thursday we will not be doing math rotations. Pink group, I need to figure out what those lessons are. Okay, so I'm looking at the curriculum and we're not quite ready for what 10-4 is having them do. So Monday, maybe by like Tuesday, Monday, my pink group is definitely going to be working on just a 3-digit sheet. So I created like a sheet that has like they put the number, expanded form, word form, all that stuff. So I'm just going to call it the 3-digit sheet because I know what that means. And the green group, I'm going to do that on Monday as well. 3-digit sheet. Tuesday, green group will go ahead and get into 10-4 lesson, which is, what is it called? Changing numbers by hundreds and tens. Might be ready. Numbers by hundreds and tens. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to write down like what they're going to play for their game, what they're going to do for technology, what if it's different than iReady Math. Sometimes I have them do like a quick check or something like that. And then what the lesson is. I just write down what lesson it is I'm going to be teaching that day just so I'm ready. And I know these lessons like pretty well by now because I've already taught this curriculum for 2 years, so it's not like anything new for me. And then yeah, so that's basically it. I'm going to keep my kids in the same groups this next week that they were in last week, so I'm not going to change students around because we are still working on the same skills we were last week. So if they were in like pink group last week, they need to stay in pink group because we're continuing like where we left off last week, so it wouldn't make sense to move them now. So that's how I'm going to finish that, and then that will be it. And like I said, I've already planned out guided reading because I got ahead last week. So yeah, that was my plan with me. It doesn't take me very long. Some weeks takes me longer than others, but this week not too long because most of it's just kind of, we're getting into that routine, which is good. Super good. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm not going to the gym today because I already got my 5 days, although I am gonna go tomorrow because I know I'm gonna eat not very good tomorrow, so I am gonna do that. At the thing today, they had food trucks there, and one of them was a cheese truck. It was called like, just kidding, I don't even know. I was gonna tell you the name. I remember it was funny, but I couldn't even tell you. No. But I got a grilled cheese. Alright, so I was rudely cut off by my camera because my camera overheated and turned off. If you have this camera, a Sony Alpha 5100, like, do you have the same problem? Because it overheats literally, like, if I film for longer than like 15 minutes, it tells me it's overheating. And then because I had filmed my classroom tour, it's a mess. And then I was filming for a long time with that other stuff. So I got all my plans for math done. I've got everything printed that I'm gonna need. Like, I have a master of everything, so I just need to make those copies like next week, but I'll just kind of do it as we go because if I don't get to something, I don't want to have extra copies. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home now. It's 6:15. I'm gonna grab dinner. I'm not hungry right now, but I know I'm gonna be hungry later, so I'm gonna grab it on the way home, and then I'll probably just like eat a little bit of it, and then I don't know, maybe by the time I get home I'll be hungry. I was saying we had a grilled cheese. They had a grilled cheese truck, and they had a bacon mac and cheese grilled cheese, but I was so scared to get it because I was afraid I wouldn't like it, and then I'd be so sad because I'd be so hungry. So I just got a plain old classic grilled cheese, and it came with some fries, but the fries weren't very good. And then I said I got my gift card, which was super cool. I also got my pin, which says that I had like perfect attendance. This is my second year, which is super cool. And yeah, so I'm gonna go home. It's gonna be a pretty good weekend, and I will share with you guys on Monday how it goes. But for now, I hope everyone had a good weekend because it'll probably be like has had, I don't know what day it's gonna go up, hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys later. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't already, thumbs up this video. If you liked it, thumbs it up so I know what you like to see. And if you want to see more Plan With Me's, I don't know if that's like even a true Plan With Me. I actually don't think I've ever watched a Plan With Me video, now that I think about it. It's not something that like I'm super interested in watching, but I know people love to see Plan With Me videos, but I don't know, I'm not really into them. But I know a lot of people are, so I don't know if that's like a true Plan With Me, but that was my Plan With Me. So if you want to see more, make sure you comment down below and let me know if you liked it or if you are just good with me never doing that again. Although it would probably be like very close to being the same most weeks because I don't change up my routine very much. So anyway, I'm gonna go home. I'll catch up with you guys later. Have a good weekend. Farewell.